Hello everybody, it's Dr. Zaino with 15-Minute Fuel. We're just in 15 minutes a day. We're going to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. Well, when we're waiting for everybody to get on, again, always thank you so much for the support, the comments you guys have been doing, the shares of the teaser for We Are Heroes. We Are Heroes will be debuting March 6th. That's Monday, so it's going to be an exciting show. I saw episode 1. I was just reviewing over episode 2. Your guys are going to love this stuff. You know, so you're going to have so much fun. We're still doing the Facebook Live, so make sure you go to the Dr. Zaino fan page and make sure you follow that. Click like, hit all my social media platforms. Instagram, Snapchat, I'm working on that, I'm getting there. Facebook, of course, that you're on, and YouTube. And we're going to really take things to an entirely different level. It's for you guys. You're really going to have fun. You're going to enjoy it. So the excitement you feel is real, and it's going to all be worth it. So when you're watching right now, please say who you are. Dave Transon, good to see you, bud. Who you are, where you're from, and any questions or comments you have, and we're going to have a great time. All right, so today, hi Marla. Just wanted to, from Cheeseland, thank you. We know where that's at. Let's see, hit the likes, hit the thumbs, hit the hearts. I'm going to wait till we get a little bit more people on and a little bit more love, and then we'll get started. Today's show is going to be really exciting, and I love it because the question was, hey George, good to see you. The question was this, make sure you hit the share button. How do you increase your energy capacity? So you guys have been saying, so, for the docs who know what I do, they're like, you're Justin taking care of thousands of patients a week. You're waking up at 4:30. I'm answering your comments at 10:30, 11 at night, and I'm not taking it up. You're like, so how are you getting energy? How do you maximize this energy and capacity other than caffeine? Because I don't drink any coffee or any caffeine. So I'm going to go over all the secret tips. They're not really secrets, but I'm going to go over all the tips you need in all different areas to have outrageous capacity. And a lot of the ones you're going to kind of know about, but we're going to hit some just revolutionary ones that I've never really shared. So this will be the first time I'm sharing it. So that's why it's kind of a secret. But I realized that I never shared it with you guys on how to really maximize your capacity being 40 years old and having more drive, having more pride and energy than I did in my 30s and 20s. So let's go. So of course, the first thing I'm going to talk about is let's do the food, because I want to bring you up the gradient. And what that means is this. I want to start you guys out educating you with things that you know, and then I'm going to take you to the places that you may have not thought of. So we're going to talk about food. Number one, if you want to increase your energy, you don't do stimulants. When you do stimulants like caffeine, or you guys out there doing your pre-workout drinks or your monster drinks, I don't care if they're diet and sugar-free, when you put caffeine or stimulants in the body, it's going to burn out your CNS. It's going to drain you, because you want to know if you're fatigued. You want to know how your body's adapting. That's why medications are so blinding and masking to what health really is, because you never really have an accurate, kind of picture of how healthy or what your body's in the state in. So if you're jazzing up with caffeine or stimulants and doing all these things, your nervous system's running on red line. It's like if I redlined a car, the engine's going to blow. It's not going to last as long. But what a human does, your adrenaline goes up. You're going to go into acute adrenal fatigue over time. Then it leads to chronic renal fatigue. And that could take months and months of you having to back off, which you refuse to do, to get it back. So we don't want to push the body over the edge. We want to be able to listen to it. And really, your body's your most dedicated and loyal friend. So you want to make sure that you listen to it. So no caffeine. It'll be tough for a lot of you guys, but do it. You'll be glad you did. Also, let's talk about the nutrition. Nutrition to have outrageous energy capacity, so you're not getting tired and sleepy. Well, remember, when it comes to nutrition, we eat to live, right? We don't live to eat, meaning that the food, number one, the food we eat, we are recreating ourselves from the food we eat, right? The body uses the materials from the food we use and eat and recreates us. Now, so make sure the food you eat is going to recreate you, number one. Number two, we eat certain foods, and the way we eat our foods is to maximize hormonal response, hormones, and keep that insulin level or blood sugar stable. And so that's why I make sure when I have, I personally eat 6 meals a day, because that keeps my blood sugars nice and level. I make sure my breakfast is mainly just a protein and a fat source, because I don't have carbs in there. I really keep my insulin levels low, so I'm not going to go through this up and down process. Around my workouts, I will have some carbohydrates. Why? Because then when I'm working out, I'm going to help replenish the carbohydrates that my training provided, or the training took away from me. Now, what I eat before I work out is not going to get utilized for fuel. I don't want you to think that you eat carbs and you have energy for your workout. You know, what the energy during your workout is from the stored carbohydrates from 2 or 3 days ago. But at least I get the carbs in to start the process of recuperation. And then at night, I make sure I just maybe protein, fat, and veggies, so I don't have insulin, you know, floating in my body, storing fat as well, so I'm able to sleep better. So when you have those more frequent meals, it's going to keep you alert. If you have heavy carb-rich meals or heavy sugar-laden meals, your insulin's going to spike. You're going to have such a crash. You're going to want to sleep. That's why after you eat lunch, people are all sleepy, and when they sit down at work, no, you want to keep yourself going, all right? So eat food. If it comes to maximizing your energy, then that's another reason. Eat food that's going to make you have outrageous, powerful energy. You know, I love drinking a greens shake. You know, when my wife makes or juices greens or vegetables in our garden, it's like high octane fuel for the body. It's like pure life going in your veins. So start eating real life foods, organic foods, raw foods, along with those proteins, and start getting real life in your body. So that's what starts with the nutrition. Also, a couple of things, detox. I actually do a detox protocol every single day. So you make sure you're detoxing the body. When your body's toxic, you're going to get fatigued and tired. When your colon's not clean, guess what? You're going to feel, you know, all head foggy and stuff. So that's why I make sure that I follow daily detoxification protocols. So that could be protocols I do. That could be infrared sauna. Do those. Either big ones twice a week or little ones throughout the week. That could be, you know, of course, plenty of water. 3, what's another one I do? Ozone. I have an ozone generator. You can get that, I'll put the link below when I'm doing this, an ozone generator. It super oxygenates the body. That also kills viruses, and it's very good for the body. And sometimes, you know, we even talked about coffee and coffee enemas. You know, coffee enemas, their role there is they actually help clean and purge the liver of toxins as well. So maybe a combination, all the above, whatever those things. I'm always trying to detox the body and definitely keep the liver clean. Because when your liver gets congested, it's not getting the toxins out. So you want to keep your liver clean like an air filter. Just think of when your air filter looks like carpet. Your liver can't be like that. It has to be clean. So number 1, no caffeine. Don't stimulate to get more energy. 2, eat for outrageous capacity and energy. 3, make sure that body's detoxifying. So what's the sauna do? I'm sweating. That's detoxification. You know, the ozone is oxygen-rich in the body. So when you have oxygen-rich, high oxygen helps detox the body. And if you look into the coffee enemas, if that's what you want to do, that's helping detox the liver. Or you could take other type of liver detox teas or supplements. So that's the 3 areas when it comes to nutrition. If you're liking this, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Let me see if you have the love, if you're finding value. We're going to talk about outrageous energy capacity and how I'm able to do the things I do more powerful. And I honestly, I could go 24 hours. I'm going to teach you how to be able to do that. Make sure you hit the share. Always make sure when you're watching this, you subscribe to the Dr. Zaino fan page as we move these over there. All the love. Look at all the love. I love it. All right, so now let's go to the physical. So I went over nutrition, right? I went over the food because you guys kind of know food. Now let's go now into the physical aspect of it. So the 2 physical things that I do to maximize my energy capacity during the week is number 1, it's going to be chiropractic care, 100%. Why? Because I want 100% as much life from my brain functioning, getting to out every organ, cell, and tissue in my body. I don't want anything interfering with the intelligence that runs my body. That's what chiropractic care is. You know, if you're thinking, hey, it's a neck pain or a crick, no. Real chiropractic, I don't know where you've been, but real chiropractic is all the life from the brain has to go through the highway of the nervous system to supply life and talk to every part of your body, right? So if we're talking about outrageous energy capacity, the only way you hit that capacity and have almost like this, you're tapping into universal energy that's nonstop, is you got to make sure that all the life from here gets to the organ, cells, and tissues, period. So all the food I just mentioned doesn't matter if you're not getting proper communication. So chiropractic care is absolutely a necessity. What do the ages get to start at? Seconds old I've adjusted people, you know, right before, hospice pulled the plug on them. So I'm going to make sure that, you get adjusted from cradle to grave, like I like to say. And you don't stop. When you stop, never. Just like if I eat correctly and I get to where I want to be, do I stop doing that? If I have great energy and I'm doing a protocol for great energy like food, and if I'm reaching and my life is good, why would I stop doing what I'm doing? So you keep it going. Another thing I do this on Wednesdays. I get soft tissue work. So I get Groston therapy. That's for me to keep my energy up because my muscles start to break down over time from adjusting so many people. Another thing I do to increase your energy capacity, it might sound counterintuitive, but watch this. Around the middle of the day, when you start to feel tired, you feel you're going down like this, the last thing you want to do is what? Exercise. But what if I told you, if you actually, when you feel like you're going down, you exercise, that will totally rebound you and just it totally elevates your energy capacity. So during the middle of the day is when I do my working out. So I work, and when I sit down, I could feel around 10 o'clock. I even go to the gym. I literally sometimes start dozing when I'm waiting for the light going to the gym. I feel my energy going down, but then I go to the gym and getting oxygen and working out and getting the blood flowing. And did you know that when you exercise, it is a non-nutrient to the brain? Literally, it's like when you exercise, it's like a windmill and a generator. It actually stimulates the brain and it wakes you up again and you get a power surge. So instead of going for the cup of coffee at work, why don't you run up the stairs for 20 seconds? And that will give you even better results. It will optimize your hormone levels and there's no caffeine or crap needed. So exercise, use exercise as you would grab a caffeine. And let me tell you, and all you need is 20 seconds. What do I mean by this? I know you don't feel like doing it when you're tired, but when you do something hard for 20 seconds, I'm telling you, you will actually cause a change in physiology that you'll want to keep on going after that. So anybody could do something for 20 seconds, do it hard, it'll wake you up, and then you could finish however workout you want to do. So exercise is number one thing. When I don't work out, like Sundays, my energy is a bit lower because I don't have that energy capacity boost during the day. All right, so if you're liking this, thumbs up. Let's see if we have any questions. Then I'm going to go into actually the most important part of the maximize your energy capacity. Brian Hooten's on, Crystal Barnett's on, Brett's on, Peter, good to see you. Marla, always good. Trent, great to see you guys. That's awesome. Joe James is on. Thank you guys for sharing. If you share, send the love. Just hit the share button. It's right there. Just hit it. Derek Benson, good to see you guys. Thank you, Derek, for sharing. Thank you so much. Rob Neuenschweiner's on. Tiffany, thank you. Heather Harrison. Hey, you made it, Heather. Great job. Cat Real Talk. Sarah's on. Thank you. Heather, good to see you. All right. Dean, thank you guys for sharing. Nick, good to see you. My mom, of course, shares. She always does. Give my mom a thumbs up. Find Elaine Zaino and make sure you like her comments. She really appreciates that. She's a hero. She really is. Richard, good to see you. Great info, Doc. All right. So let's go into the most important part. And this is the stuff where it's kind of in the vault and no one talks about, but I'm going to talk about it for you. Let's go to the mental and emotional part. And this, I believe, is even more important than the food. Number one, I believe most Americans or anybody in the world, I believe we suffer from a virus of our language. What I mean by that is we are speaking death, disease in our lives and we have no idea. It's subconscious. Things like I can't, I won't, I wish I had energy, I want energy. Like when you say I want, you're actually speaking in the state of lack. Like I want means that I'm in lack right now and it's something I don't have or someday. Someday is the 8th day of the week. So you'll be surprised that when we start speaking, watch your language because literally you don't have to curse to speak death. You are literally speaking lack of your life. And you're lacking power. I'll try to work out. I'm trying to eat better. You know, someday, Monday. You know, we're not getting to I will, I have, I choose, I must, I am. See, those are statements you're decreeing something that's truth and real versus staying in a state of lack. And that's a huge, because this is an energy drainer. Someone asked, how do you get energy capacity? Watch this. Just say this statement to yourself out loud. I want love. I am love. I want love. I am love. Is there a different feeling with I am love? Of course there is. Or, you know, I want success. I am success. Say those back and forth. Tell me if you feel something different in your spirit. It is what you're saying. And, you know, Woody used to always tell me, like, you know, the kids say this and that. I always used to think that words weren't as important. But when you realize that we have spoken so much death and crisis in our life, but what we're saying, but it's almost like a computer virus. We don't realize we're doing it, but when you actually consciously are aware of, I am saying statements that are keeping me in scarcity. They're keeping away, because abundance is a consciousness. An abundant consciousness, prosperity is an effect of that. So start speaking it as real. And don't say something that's not, but actually say, listen, I am going to do this. I choose, instead of wanting, choose it. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. See all that stuff? Say, I have the energy, and I choose this, or I choose that. So let's start focusing on the viruses in our language. Number one, I know that's different than you ever heard before, but I'm telling you, that's a huge, huge one. Listen to your doctors out there. Listen to what your patients say. Your sickest patients that are coming in, listen to their words and tell me that they're speaking death. Good to see you. Oh, having a rough day today. They're in a pattern of language that they're self-prophesying that they're sick, that they're diseased. And that's why I ask you, doctors out there, you speak life in your patients or correct them. Say, listen, no, you're doing amazing. Because sometimes they get in that pattern of negativity. That goes into number two, negative people. There are drainers in your life. There are people in your life that drain you down. At work, it's the person that stands around the water place, or the water cooler, and they just talk and gossip about everybody. Dr. Mancini, when he did our Facebook Live, saying, hang around people that allow you to be your true authentic self, that love you and accept you for who you are. But it's very tough when you're around drainers or people that are negative. We call them crabs. There's a study showing that if there's crabs in a bucket, the crab that starts to try to climb out of the bucket, all the other crabs bring them down. And if they keep on trying, those crabs will literally pull off the claws itself of the crab trying to get out. So don't hang around crabs, because all they're going to do is they're going to pull you down. So you're asking right now, well, what if I do if those crabs are family? How do I do that? You could be absolutely polite with your family, and when you're trying to do things, you just be prepared for it. Just say, listen, I appreciate you so much, but I'm just going to tell you right now, you're speaking negative, and I really let's just talk about the positive things or good things in life. Let's not talk about about politics and everything that's going on. Let's enjoy this time together. So just allow them, and they'll say, and they'll snap out of it. They'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. So at least say, hey, listen, I enjoy spending time with you, but if you're going to keep on gossiping and being a drainer, it's not fun to be around you. And that's doing it in love, of course. Do the best you can on that one. So drainers, try to get the drainers out of your life. And if your doctor is out here watching, this is why in my practice, I have requirements to become a patient. My requirements to become a patient in my office are number 3, you help others. Because I want to be around people who have a heart for other people. If someone doesn't want to help other people, we don't have a good relationship, because that's the person I am. So it's about, I have to be at work all day long. So for me to care and give 100% of my life to people, I need to do it with people that I'm congruent with, right? So helping people. 2, getting your entire family checked. I would never allow my kids not to get their adjustments. Like, my kids always get adjustments. My kids' health are number 1. So if there's a family that doesn't care for their kids' health enough to at least put their kids first, that doesn't match with my values. Not that I don't love those people. It's not like I'm not rejecting people. It's just that I choose to work with patients and my team that we have congruent values. Because guess what? It makes my entire day beautiful. At the end of the day, I have more energy because I'm with my patients or my family. We're amazing. Yes, we're all different. We have different opinions, but we have very common values. And we love hanging around people that are like us as well. And the number 1 requirement is commitment. I want someone to be committed to their health, because I'm committed to my health. Just like I'm a committed person. I'm committed to doing these every single day for you guys. So I want to be around committed people, because if someone's not committed, they're going to come in and tell you why they're doing bad and they're not getting results, and they're going to complain all the time. And you're going to say, I'm here, I'm trying to help you, but you're not doing what you need to do. And it causes a draining effect. So look in your life and say, what are the things that are draining your energy? Yes, it could be food. Yes, it could be other things. But who are the toxic people in your life that you may have to get rid of those relationships? B, you might have to keep that relationship at a distance. Or C, if you really love that person, tell them, hey, listen, I love you. Can we just change the subject? And they'll be like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. And you know what? Maybe start helping them. But I'm telling you, you only could hang in the lion's den. You could only be around drainers for so long before it starts sucking you dry. I know. I've seen it. I've been around a drainer. I want to go home. I could be with someone for 15 minutes that are draining me, and I want to sleep for 3 hours. So be careful of the drainers. And number 3, we're going to end on a positive note. in order to hit your unlimited energy capacity, it's about nailing down your purpose. You know, because unlimited resources from the universe, basically, it's why driven. Remember, your drive comes from your why. We talked about really nailing down your why. Why are you doing things? So when you go to work, why are you doing that? I just want to make an income. No, it's not to make an income. Why? Because I want to supply for my family. Why is that important? Because I want to take care of them. And then you go down, you make your why really deep. The deeper your why, the stronger your drive, the stronger your energy, the stronger your motivation to be able to do that. And then also I want to ask you guys, what is it that you do? You know, I don't know if you saw my video on Facebook. You know, I'm asking you, what do you do? I'm speaking to your spirit. What do you do? Who are you? Don't tell me your job. Tell me who you are. And so if you said, well, I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I'm a mom who loves to take care of her kids. Tell me what you are deep down. Tell me what your spirit has you doing. Because a lot of times we define ourselves from our job. I'm a chiropractor. I'm not a chiropractor. That's just what I do. But who am I? I'm a hero. You know, so that's the thing. That's the deep why. So express who you are. And the way that you know that you're doing what you love to do is this. Tell me, if you were to tell me, what do you do that if I gave you a $50 million check, you would do it tomorrow? Tell me what you would do that when you do it, you lose track of time, you forget to eat, and when you're done doing it, you have even more energy than you had before. So remember, when you exercise, you're awake. Well, in doing this thing, when you're done doing it for hours, you actually have more energy than you had beforehand. What is that thing? Write that thing down. You know exactly what it is. And I'm going to ask you now to get unlimited capacity of energy. Watch this. I'm going to ask you to do more of that, whatever that is. If it's playing the guitar, if it's helping children, whatever that thing is. And you're asking me, well, how am I supposed to find the time to do it? Remember your language. You're going to tell yourself, I choose to find the time to do it. So this is what you do. If you have a job, go to your job during the day. See, and understand this, your job, you go in there to make a living, right? You're getting a living. But after your job, the hours outside of your job, do what you love. Because outside of your job, when you do what you love, that's when you're what? You're making a fortune. That's when you're creating your future. And instead of making a living, you're creating your life. So when you add those things that you love doing, like, why do you think we keep on doing these 15-minute fuel? Why are you watching this and why am I doing this? Because everybody tells me when we're done with this 20 minutes or 25 minutes, what happens? You're jacked up. It's fuel, right? It's fuel for your day. What happened? You didn't exercise. You didn't eat different. You didn't drink coffee. Something here happened. It refocused you. You got fed, which you need. Your spirit got fed, and the rest of the day, it's like rocket fuel. And it fuels me up too. I'm sweating right now. Why? Because I'm in my zone right now. This helps me. Last night I did a webinar with Dr. Tabor for a half hour. It got me here. Then I did a diabetes summit. It was 10 o'clock at night. I couldn't sleep. I had more energy than when I woke up in the morning. So this is what you do. You got to put in your daily day something that you know when you do it, you love it, you forget to eat, you forget the time, you have more energy when you're done with it, and whatever that is, I want you, and you need to choose to do it, even 10 minutes, do it every single day. We have social media now, so if it's something where you want to connect with people, do it on social media. Do videos like this. If video is your media, do it. If writing is your media, do it. If songs are your media, do it. If audio is your media, do it. But I'm telling you, when you add this, so you would think it's extra work, right? Oh, I don't want to add something to my plate. You want more energy? If you add the thing that you love to do, you'll tap into your flow, which is that universal energy it creates limited energy, limitless energy. So when you see the Anthony Robbins and all these people, they're 50, they're 60, they're doing amazing things, full of energy. I'll tell you why, because they're doing the things they love to do. And that, when you do what you do, it keeps on compounding the energy capacity factor. I will tell you, my wife will tell you, 3 months ago, I would go to work, sleep during the break, wake up, go back to work, come home, and fall asleep on the couch by 9 o'clock. A little depressed, totally exhausted. What changed? My purpose changed. My why changed. I found what I love to do, and I said, you know what? I don't know where it's going, but I'm going to embrace the unknown. We're going to go for this, and now I'm doing something, and my wife has a part of her husband that she's never, ever seen before, and I'm asking you to do the same. And that's why we're documenting this. That's why the We Are Heroes show that's going to be coming out 3 times a week, every week, the video blogs, it's going to document the journey of us doing this and actually finding our hero inside to let it out, and you're going to tap into your unlimited resource. So if you're enjoying this, if you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up and give me some hearts, give me some shares. And I really think I hit everything. Oh, great, I got a closing comment on this. All right, awesome. Yeah, so Dr. Zaino, I actually posted the We Are Heroes trailer, Limitless. Thank you, guys. I know this was a great one. And yeah, I followed everything. So doing this is how I'm getting energy capacity. Yes, I eat good. Of course, I'm getting chiropractic, and I'm very scheduled. But when I started doing the things that made me forget to eat, pee, and give me energy, that's when my life totally took up and changed. And now everybody around me senses that. They see it. My patients are saying, what happened to you? Why? Because I'm doing what my heart, what God gave my heart to do. So I'm going to close today right here with a quote from Anthony Robbins, and it goes like this. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. I'll say it again. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So think about that. Because if your life's not fulfilled doing the things that you were created to do, then it doesn't matter if you made $100 million. You'll be a depressed person. So do the things in life that you feel fulfilled. That's why I want you to embrace your hero, because it's okay to be admired. It's okay to be proud in your talents and your gifts. It's okay to take off the secret identity and be the person you're created to be, so you can live out the life you're created to have. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Make sure you go to the Dr. Zaino page, share and like that trailer, the We Are Heroes trailer. It's going to come out Monday, March 6th. It's going to be huge. Let's support each other, and let's take it to the top. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Whitney's going to be on tomorrow for 15-Minute Fuel. God bless.